choosing your wedding cake can be a truly tasty experience. And to help you through all of those style and taste options, we have Pam Bennett here from Sweets Unlimited. Pam, where do you start with a bride when she comes to you looking for her most perfect wedding cake?
Well, the first thing when they come in for a cake appointment is they sit down and look at the books. We ask them how many people they're going to be serving. We ask them if they have any styles that they already like. If they do, sometimes they bring a picture in and we're able to duplicate that. We have tons of books that they can look at and choose what they want, and we can design their own cake for them.
So tell me some of their style options. What do brides like?
We have square, we have hexagon, we have round. Round is traditional, but right now square is really popular. We do a lot of square. There's all kinds of different things we can put on the side, from lace to dots to all kinds of things. So they just pretty much look through the books and pick what they want, and they can pick this off of this cake and this off of this cake, and we can design their own perfect cake.
What about cake toppers?
Cake toppers, a lot of times we do flowers. Most of the time we do flowers. There are some initials right now that you can get that are really popular. We do a lot of ribbons. You know, it just depends on the bride, what they want. We do whatever they want to do.
Now tell me about the cupcakes, because this is something new that is a new trend. Why are cupcakes so popular lately?
Well, I think the reason is a lot of the hotels, venues, and places like that are charging a cake cutting fee, and it's almost as much as the wedding cake itself for them to cut and serve the cake. So this just solves the problem of them paying that fee, and the guests can just come and pick the flavor they want. We can do everything in their colors. We like to stick with their colors, what their main color is and their accent color, and then also flavors. We like to stick with about 3 flavors, and that's because people will want to taste all the different flavors, and then you're going to run out of cupcakes. So.
And it can be even cheaper than getting the actual cake.
It is cheaper, actually, and you can have them plain or you can have them filled, and we have all the different wedding cake flavors that we use for our fillings can be in the cupcakes too. So they can still get the great tasting wedding cake in cupcakes.
Talk about how you price out your cakes. You say it's per person or per slice.
Right,
correct?
Ours are priced per slice, and it's $3.25 per slice. And so an average cake for 100 people is $325. Now we also have side cakes that we do so that you don't have to pay the wedding cake prices for your entire wedding list if you have like 200 or 300 people. And we do our round cakes in sheet cake prices. So people look at look at the sheet cake sometimes and think they're getting gypped because they didn't get the wedding cake. So this solves the problem. They think they're getting wedding cake, and it's sheet cake prices.
Mostly brides will be sampling their cakes before they actually choose one, correct?
Right. Every time they come into us, we have a cake sampling, and we give them like 2 or 3 flavors, and then we have a whole list of all our flavors that they can choose from. And we have them also try to only choose 3 flavors for the same reason that everybody wants to taste all of them. And we make sure that the very top cake is what they want, both of them, because it's their anniversary cake. And we make sure that the bottom one, which is traditionally cut into for the pictures, is what they both like. And the rest are all cut up and served to their guests. So it's just, it's just fun. The wedding cake is a really important part of the wedding.
What should a bride be asking you when she comes looking for her cake? What are the most important questions and points that she needs to be asking her cake decorator?
She needs to know when the cake's going to be delivered, and we deliver 2 hours before the actual wedding itself, so we're in and out of the venue before any of the guests arrive. So it doesn't look like, everybody's doing last minute stuff. Like, it's all set up and beautiful when your guests come. They should be definitely asking about flavors and when the cake's baked, how many days the cake's been sitting, and just stuff like that.
Because you want it to be fresh.
It has to be fresh, and we're all about the taste, so ours are really fresh.
What should she expect from her cake decorator the day of the wedding?
The day of the wedding, we just make sure we only book so many a week so that we can focus individually on each of the ones that we've done. So she should totally expect us to be there on time, for it to be perfect and set up properly. Me and my daughter set up all of our cakes because we don't trust them to anybody else, because it has to be set up right. That's part of the whole thing of the wedding cake, is that it's set up perfect.
How much time do you need? How much time does a bride need to give you in order to have everything set up perfectly and make sure that she's on your calendar and you guys have time for her?
Yeah, that's the main thing, is that she gets us on the calendar, or gets herself on the calendar, because we only take so many a weekend, and if it's booked up we can't take any more. So I would definitely say, you know, at least a couple, 3 or 4 months. As soon as you have a date and know where you're going to have it, then you need to come in, plan your cake so it gets on the calendar.
So you say that the cupcakes are very popular for brides this year. What else? What else are they looking for?
Well, we have found that whenever Martha Stewart comes out with her new book, that's what we do for the next 6 months. They bring in their books, they have the pictures, and we do that cake for just about everybody for the next 6 months till the new Martha Stewart book comes out, and then we do that one for 6 months.
So she's kind of the guideline.
She pretty much is, and all the bride books have so many cakes and stuff now, and the brides go online a lot and pull pictures off. So it's really what's ever out there in print is what they come in with, and that's what we do.
What's the dynamic like when you've got the mom and the daughter and the groom? How do they compromise?
Well, because we let them do 3 different flavors, that's usually how they compromise. The groom gets to pick one, the bride gets to pick one, and sometimes the mom gets to pick one to take home. So that's pretty much it. As far as the, you know, like the groom's cake, he has a good say in what that is, but the bride, pretty much with her colors, she pretty much determines what the wedding cake's going to look like.
Pam Bennett, thank you so much from Sweets Unlimited.